here we go. Back again. Back again. Alright? And today, well, yeah, it is Friday. So, it's the Friday fix. And this is, of course, me covering different stories of interest that has happened this week. Alright? And this is the 13th episode. Unlucky for some, right? And firstly, I want to touch on the magnificent vaccine that we're all waiting on, right? And yeah, I don't think we're going to have much longer to wait, I'm afraid. And I seen this from The Guardian 6 hours ago. Papua New Guinea bans Chinese mine staff given experimental vaccine. The company said its employees may test positive to COVID-19 on arrival in PNG because of antibodies produced in response to the vaccine. Shock horror, right? And they could potentially go and buy the virus, spread it. It then says PNG has also implemented the new measure under its National Pandemic Act, banning vaccine trials inside the country and the provision of unapproved vaccination or pharmaceutical intervention to anyone in Papua New Guinea. Right, so interesting stuff there. This is from BBC, Pope's vaccine plea. Right, so yeah, now we have the Pope coming out and making a plea about the vaccine. So what is the plea? Is it don't take it? Because that would be the best plea that he could come out with. But of course it's not. It's Pope demands vaccine access for the poor. Right? So like we've said before, no one will escape the vaccine. Not even the poor. Right? And it did say in this article as well about masks becoming mandatory in offices, and France are set to make it compulsory in most workplaces. And it says there as well that the UK is not looking to follow suit, right? But watch this space. I would imagine that masks in the workplace, that will come. And also, like we have said, in the home, happy days, right? But yeah, it won't be me. This is from the Times of Israel. Century-old vaccine limits COVID spread. So bring it back, urge Israeli experts. Right, so yeah, the Israeli experts have had this vaccine for a century. What a surprise. The Guardian 1 day ago, 3/4 of New Zealand public intend to get COVID vaccine. Study finds. Sure it does. And I do not believe that for 1 second. This one is from the Times of India. Coronavirus vaccine update. India may get Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine. Congratulations, the people of India. You will be getting the Oxford University vaccine. Happy days, right? So yeah, it's not just the UK that will get that. And this says that it may be available by the end of the year. Wow. So yeah, I'm sure the people of India are looking forward to that. Now I wonder, as we reported on the other day in the unpreviously fought syndrome, the population of India is actually set to go down. And I wonder if that will be anything to do with the Oxford vaccine, right? And sticking with the vaccine, this is from the Indian Express, COVID-19 vaccine tracker, August 21st. Russia will test Sputnik V on 40,000 people. So yeah, what a brave bunch of people they are. Or stupid is more the word that would fit it. And this is from The Guardian 20 hours ago. Who in talks with Russia over COVID-19 vaccine? So now the WHO are knocking on Putin's door, asking, hey, what's the script with your vaccine? Can we have it? Along that lines, right? This one is from the BBC 2 days ago. Australia secures access to Oxford AstraZeneca trial. So yeah, congratulations, Australia. You have also secured the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine by the looks of it. Happy days, right? I'm sure the people of Australia will be ecstatic to hear that they are involved in these terrible fucking trials, right? That we don't even need. We don't even want the fucking vaccine, okay? And sticking with it, this one is the UK government website. Public encouraged to register for COVID-19 vaccine trials. Right, so yeah, they're expecting thousands of people to sign up for these trials. But you'd have to be completely and utterly off your fucking head. But of course, the people that, the majority of people who get involved with these trials only do so because they basically have no choice. They need the money, or they are in serious debt, or they need the money to achieve something in life, and they feel that a medical trial is the quickest and easiest option to get in the cash. But it is a seriously fucking dangerous game, and there's not any amount of money in the world that you could give me to take part in a vaccination trial or to take a vaccine. There's nothing that would make me take it. Just no way, right? And I know I'm not alone with that, that's for sure. But yeah, again, sticking with the vaccine. This is from Yahoo Finance 1 day ago. Coronavirus vaccine possible by winter. Top Harvard scientist. So there you go. The experts at Harvard are telling us that we will have the vaccine possibly by winter. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed, of course. The National Geographic, more criminals, of course. 1 day ago, COVID-19 vaccines could become mandatory. Here's how it might work. Right, and they just said in Australia that it won't be mandatory. But yeah, I think that might change in time to come, unfortunately. Voice of America 2 hours ago. Mexico could test Russian COVID-19 vaccine by next month. Wow. So yeah, also congratulations to Mexico. I'm sure the Mexicans will be delighted, right? Party time. Get the tequila out and the piñatas. Sure. CNN 23 hours ago. Pharmacists now allowed to administer childhood vaccines. But paediatricians, well, no, they ain't, unfortunately. But yeah, here we are. Now a chemist is going to be handing out these vaccines. What next? The fucking school janitor, right? CNN, in a move aimed at making it easier to get children vaccinated, the US Department of Health and Human Services said it would authorise the state licensed pharmacist to administer childhood vaccines. Right, sure, why not, right? Bloomberg, 2 days ago. Vaccines use bizarre stuff. We need a supply chain now. No, we need to end the vaccination programs now, not fucking supply it. Alright? And I do want to get into the vaccine in a lot of detail, like I said last time, but I unfortunately haven't had a chance to get round to it. not as much as I would like to cover it. So I am hoping on Sunday or Monday that I will have a vaccine update, right? Hip hip hooray. And of course, we can't mention the vaccine without mentioning our hero, Jill Gates, of course, right? And as always, our hero, the legend, the computer genius, or is it vaccine genius? Or is it GMO genius? No, wait, it's blocking out the sun genius. No, wait, it's a fucking criminal, right? And what has Billy been up to this week? Well, US fumbled coronavirus response because we believe in freedom. Right, Fox News 1 day ago. So what's this then, Billy? Microsoft founder Bill Gates, right? Sure, on Tuesday said the United States fumbled its coronavirus response, in part because we believe in freedom. Right, yeah, what a stupid thing to believe in. I mean, how stupid can people be that they would believe in such a thing as freedom, right? Crazy. And it then says the billionaire's comments were in regard to even questions about some Americans' seemingly politicized aversion to wearing masks and the country's slow initial response to COVID-19 in an interview with The Economist. Sure. So yeah, Billy Gates is always there with very good news for everyone. And it says, this is Billy being quoted, "We believe in freedom, individual freedom. We optimize for individual rights," Gates said. So yeah, that's obviously a very, very big problem. We can't be catering for individual rights and freedoms, right? If only we had, I don't know, let's say a one world government, right? And then we would all be under the same control or on the same page, if you like. But yeah, that's the way it's heading, of course. It then says a couple of quotes from Bill Gates. If 30 to 60% of Americans get coronavirus vaccine, exponential spread will stop. Sure it will, but yeah, they won't get that many vaccinated, right? So it will be back. And yeah, like we have said, it is here to stay. Bill Gates partly blames Facebook, Twitter, and coronavirus spread. Wow, so it's because of social media that this myth virus has spread across the world. Would you believe that, right? So yeah, you sitting on Facebook has now spread the virus right across the world. So yeah, Bill Gates there sounding a wee bit like a conspiracy theorist, right? What a surprise. And here's another one from the hero, Bill Gates. And he's saying that, he claims that the pandemic's misery will happen on the regular if climate change is not stopped. Right, so it's Facebook and climate change that has caused the coronavirus. It's not Bill Gates, sure. And Billy was also saying in this interview that social distancing, if we social distance properly, then we should be able to get out of the coronavirus. But he's asking humans to do something like social distancing when it's basically impossible, right? And unnatural even. So again, it will be us that get the blame, right? So look out for it. And we'll leave Billy for now, but I just want to touch on the current and continuation of job losses right across the world, a real pandemic. And this is from the Financial Times. UK faces white collar crisis as pandemic ends decades of job security. Yep, it's all out the fucking window. And of course, AI is waiting in the wings for sure. 15 hours ago, City AM, consumer confidence low ahead of inevitable post-furlough job losses. Damn straight, because the furlough is going to stop and companies ain't going to have fucking anything, right? And the job losses will go through the roof again. Financial Times, 19 hours ago, airport ground handling companies warn of more job losses. And of course, the air industry and tourism, like we have said, it's on its knees and it's on its way out. There will only be room for about one major company. The Mirror 2 days ago, high street job losses hit 100,000 as government urged to step in. But will they? Most likely not, right? But they could, because of course they want complete dependency even on the state. Daily Mail 21 hours ago, Louisiana coronavirus job losses double that of Hurricane Katrina. Wow. Business Live 2 days ago, huge potential job losses facing hotel industry unless government support. There you go. Once again, they need the government to step in. But of course, all the government can do is throw money at problems, and it is only a short fix, right? It is not a long-term fix, so it'll soon be back to square one if they do get help. New York Times 3 hours ago, job losses claims even unexpectedly jump to 1.1 million. Yeah, because it's a major surprise, right? And that's in terms of America, the benefit claims. And how anyone could think that that was unexpected is beyond me. I mean, where have they been living? Under a fucking rock, right? And it goes on. WSWS 7 hours ago, weekly job loss claims again top 1 million as mass evictions loom. Now this is in America, and yeah, if you ain't got any money, you can't pay any rent, which would then mean that you end up on the fucking street, right? And it will happen to millions, most likely. And I did say months ago that the job losses in the UK would reach the millions. And yeah, I still stand by that for sure. In terms of evictions in the UK, they have been suspended and evictions have been put on hold, which is one good thing, I suppose. But by the sounds of it, it is not the case over across the water, if you like, in the land of the free, right? America, the land of hope and dreams, or is it hope and glory, right? Sure. And yeah, we will leave that for now. But I want to cover a couple of other bits in other news. And we are a bit longer today, I think it will be. But hey, that's life, but not as we know it, right? So yeah, let's take a look at some other fucking deception, right? Now, this one is actually breaking today in terms of the UK. Coronavirus R rate, this magical R rate computer modelling number for the UK could now be above 1. Oh dear, right? So yeah, the chances are we are heading back into a second wave of deception. And this is from the Mirror. 5 next UK coronavirus hotspots predicted by symptoms app. Right, so we now have these track and trace apps predicting where the next hotspots will be. And here's the map of the UK. And yeah, it would look like that the virus is everywhere. And if you look there in the dark area in the northeast of Scotland, the darkest part, that is where I am, Murrayshire, right in the northeast. And yeah, it's quite dark, so it must be quite bad. But yeah, no one I know or that anyone knows has ever even came across anyone that has had or has the COVID or has died from COVID, right? Never heard of anyone dying from it or even having it, right? Not once. But there you go, it's dark red. So maybe my area will be next for a fucking lockdown. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. Anyway, sticking with other news, independent, one day ago, BlackBerry phones are back as new 5G Android device announced for 2021. Hip hip hooray. Now the sheep will no doubt be lining up for the very latest BlackBerry, the return of the BlackBerry. But yeah, it's back with a vengeance and it's 5G. Sure, Forbes 1 hour ago, why the new BlackBerry 5G could be a striking success. Well, they will make sure that it is. That's why, because of course they control all the trends and all of the latest crazes, if you like, the must-haves, right? This is the conversation 2 days ago. Aristotle and the chatbot. How ancient rules of logic could make artificial intelligence more human. Sure, why not? And yeah, here we are once again with their Greek philosophy and Greek mythology, right? They are completely and utterly obsessed with it, right? It's always there in the background and linked to countless agendas. This one from BBC 23 hours ago. Mummified plants give glimpse of Earth's future. So yeah, there you go. Forget Mystic Meg, right? Or computer modelling. We have mummified plants to tell us the future. Sure, why not? And yeah, our hero, another one of our heroes, of course, is this guy, Mr. Musk, or Elon, or as Amber calls him, the Rocket Man. Sure, yeah, he is a fucking rocket, that is for sure. But yeah, Elon is never far away, and we have touched on Mr. Starlink many times. And 1 day ago, this is money. Its liftoff, Elon Musk's SpaceX, is now worth £35 billion. Wow, and it's just raised 1.4 billion from investors. So yeah, Elon is rolling in the fucking money now. And this is from The Guardian 1 day ago. Elon Musk becomes world's 4th richest man on Tesla boom. And that is investor now worth 90 billion, right? And that's just on Tesla, never mind SpaceX. But like I did say in previous videos in regards to Elon, once SpaceX is in full operation, I would imagine that Elon won't be the 4th richest, but he will be eventually the richest, right? So he's obviously been a very good boy, right? So he's getting the money from people like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, because that's who controls all the fucking money. And in terms of the brain chip, or the Neuralink, whatever it's fucking called, right? That's been in the news again. Surprise, surprise. And as you can see, Computer Business 1 day ago, your brain with a USB port in it. Elon Musk's Neuralink vision divides experts, right? Because yeah, is this where we really are today? that we want to have a fucking USB port attached to our fucking brain, right? Because I certainly do not fucking want it, right? But it's coming, for sure. And speaking of money, the Daily Star 17 hours ago, 7 billionaires, including Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, making 227 billion during COVID-19 outbreak. So it would appear that a pandemic might be bad news for us, but it ain't for fucking people like Jeff Bezos, right? And Elon Musk, who are laughing all the way to the fucking bank, that is for sure. And yeah, we will be back to Elon again, I have no doubt about it. But now I wanted to cover this, and this is from, can you guess actually what this is, right? I think, well, I would imagine that some of yous probably can, and yep, it's in regards to mosquitoes, right? Now, we don't have mosquitoes in Scotland. We have something much worse called midges, right? And they are fucking vampires, I can assure you. But sticking with this, BBC 20th of August, Florida mosquitoes, 750 million genetically modified insects to be released. Right, so yeah, that sounds great, that. And I don't think. And it says, the green lighting of a pilot project after years of debate drew a swift outcry from environmental groups who warned of unintended consequences. Sure, here's that word again, unintended, when in reality it is deliberate, right? They know exactly what they are doing, and they know what the consequences will be, and there will most certainly be consequences. And it says, one group condemned the plan as a public Jurassic Park experiment. Damn straight. Activists warn of possible damage to ecosystems and the potential creation of hybrid insecticide-resistant mosquitoes. Right, so yeah, they are playing a very fucking dangerous game. So, what is the script here? Well, it says, but the company involved says there will be no adverse risk to humans or the environment, and point to a slate of government-backed studies. Right, because, yeah, we have every faith in a government-backed study. I mean, what could go wrong? They're telling us there is no risk. But yeah, watch this space. And yeah, this is the plan. It says, only female mosquitoes bite humans because they need blood to produce eggs. So the plan is to release the male modified mosquitoes who will then hopefully breed with wild female mosquitoes. Right, so by the sounds of it, the plan is to wipe them out completely. And it says, however, the males carry a protein that will kill off any female offspring before they reach mature biting age. Males, which only feed on nectar, will survive and pass on the genes. Right, to who though? Who are they gonna fucking pass it on to if all the females are fucking dead? Right, it would only be a matter of time before the whole mosquito population is gone. Right, and then what sort of effect will that have? Because it will most certainly fucking have one. Right, that is for sure. So yeah, that possibly might come up again in the syndrome. Look out for it. And yeah, we have went a lot longer than previously thought today. But just finally, I seen this today. Public debt tops £2 trillion for first time as UK finances feel COVID-19 strain. Right, so who exactly are we in debt to? Right? Now surely that is a real fucking question that should be getting asked. Who do we owe this money to? And I did see an interview with a so-called expert on the BBC last week, and he was a business expert seemingly, and he was saying that the UK needs to borrow up to 100 trillion pounds, right? Now, who the fuck is the UK going to borrow 100 trillion pounds from, right? Well, I would imagine that you could guess, right? Anyway, if you can't guess, then yeah, here's a clue. And the name is in this article's headline. Yep, and I would imagine that you guessed who it was. And if it's not the Rothschilds, then yeah, it'll be the Rockefellers. That is for sure. And yeah, we have went a lot longer than planned today, which I do not mind. The only trouble is it takes forever to fucking upload because YouTube, who have been pulling out every trick in the book of late with my uploads, it's comical, really. So yeah, I must be hitting a nerve with YouTube somewhere, right? Good stuff. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, and I will catch you on Sunday for a vaccine update, right? So yeah, don't be going and getting into trouble, and whatever you do, do not wear a fucking mask, okay? And that is about it. Bye-bye.